Welcome back to Space Cadets. We've flown 9 members of the public to what they think is a space facility in the heart of Russia. But we've actually flown them to a disused military base, whoa there, outside Ipswich. On the upside, though, they will be getting flights to the real Star City in Russia. Yeah, the real deal. Oh, and a load of cash for Christmas. More about that probably tomorrow. Of course, they don't know this yet, because as far as they're concerned, they're already in Russia and a space mission is just around the corner. And with only limited seats available for the mission, I suppose it was kind of inevitable the conversation eventually turned to the rather delicate subject of just who would be selected for the honour of representing Britain as its very first televised space tourist. Have a look at this.
Has there only been one British person in space?
Well, there's been 3, but 2 of them were dual nationality. They were born in Britain, but they got visas in America, and NASA sent them up, but they're American citizens. But Helen Chamberlain is the only Brit that's gone up into space. She spent a week on that satellite.
I'd love to do it, like, just for Wales. But
yeah, maybe it would be. You'd be the first Welsh person in space.
That'd be wicked.
And we'd be the first Scottish, and we'd be like the second Brit. The
first male?
First male Brit, yeah, first proper male Brit. Oh, mate, I'll make sure I sit at the front so I get there first. Ooh. I really want to go up there. I want to be one of the 4. I'm not feeling negative, I'm a positive person, but I just think there's so many good people here, like, I mean, Frenchie, Andrew and the girls, like Shaggy, and I mean, there's so many people that want it as well, as much as I do, and I mean, it's at my hands, there's no point worrying about it, I just got to get on with it and do what I can do now, but I well want to go, you know what I mean? Just fucking go to space, like, I don't want to have that feeling that, you know, I was nearly there. I want to be in the rocket sitting down, like, when it takes off and, you know, going up to orbit and stuff. I want to go up to 200 kilometres and orbit the Earth and look out the window and stuff and see what it looks like from wherever. It's just going to be amazing, and I really want to be a part of it.
I don't think I'm going to go. Honestly, I really don't think that I'm going to be going. I'm not. That sounds really like pessimistic, but it's not about being pessimistic.
Yeah, 100%, and you've got the same amount of chance as anyone else.
Yeah, I don't think I do really though.
Why?
I'm really quite shit.
Why?
That's how I think.
Really shit at what? Listen, really shit at what? You've done every physical thing. I am crap at this.
I'll be happy for whoever goes there, but honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I'll be like, oh, go you. But I'd rather it be me.
Well, of course,
I'll be really
it'd be us, but I kind of know in my heart of hearts that
I'm not.
No way cares, no way.
No.
I really want to do it.
You'll pick the 4 best people at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Don't know how they'll choose them.
I know, but
It won't just be the fitness, it'll be everything.
They just want to see who's determined.
Yeah.
I just worry about it. I always worry about tests. I always have done. I've never really revised. I've never really sort of taken science and astrophysics, if you like, seriously. I've just never because you never think you're going to need it. All of a sudden it's been dropped on you, and now it's a case of having to learn it. Right, now, why we got to think about it? We've all come in here with nothing, nothing, no expectations. So if we don't get in, then we just got to think positively. Can you do that?
Yeah.
I can't. I'm trying. I'm trying so hard.
Whoops. Seems they're rather keen on this going into space business. You've really, at this point, got to pity the poor fool who has to greet them when they step out of the shuttle after 5 days. What's that? What do you mean it's me? Why can't you get Beadle or something with a beard? Time for me to show up. Well, I tell you what, that is going to require delicate communication skills, to say the least, isn't it? Coincidentally, something that our cadets are being trained in. Well, sort of. Everything you're about to see is false unless told otherwise. I tell you what, when I have to break the news to them, I want that Val bloke by me, yeah? With Kalashnikovs, just in case, yeah? Thanks, appreciate that.
Tom is teaching the cadets about communication between the shuttle and the land-based mission control.
What do you guys know, or think you know, about mission control? Yes.
I think mission control is where it sort of all goes back to. You relate back to mission control when you're in space to tell them how you're getting on and how things are.
Not bad, not bad. Do you agree?
Yeah, the mission control monitor the progress and hand out directives or directions.
Yeah, those are all not bad ways of putting it. It's a little bit more than that.
Time for our first bit of fun. How the cadets should refer to the different roles at mission control.
So the flight director is usually simply referred to as flight. The spacecraft communicator is generally referred to as Capcom. It used to be called the capsule communicator, hence Capcom. No one's ever changed it. Old habits die hard. Okay? So the flight dynamics officer is called FIDO, FDO, FIDO for short. The logistics dynamics officer is LIDO. The data dynamics officer is DIDO. Navigation Aeronautics Control and Specialist is NACAS. And Medical Utilities Maintenance Interface is MUMMY.
So how is NACAS spelled?
NACAS. Navigation Aeronautics Control and Specialist.
All of the lecturers are just so clever and just have really got loads of knowledge, and I wish I was as bright as that, to be fair.
Now,
Tom is about to put the cadets' communication skills to the test. He'll show them a series of pictures. They must use the correct introductory line to mission control and then describe exactly what they see. Will any of the cadets question the increasingly absurd pictures?
Just do your best to describe exactly what you can see.
Earth Orbiter 1 to Capcom Krimsk, I can see an astronaut who appears to be vomiting. He's kneeling on the floor.
Okay, vomiting was fine.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of an okay, just decide what it is you're seeing and just describe it as simply as you can.
Earth Orbiter 1 to Capcom Krimsk, I can see a cosmonaut sleeping.
Perfect.
Earth Orbiter 1 to Capcom Krimsk, I can see an astronaut under the shower, and there appears to be a problem with the shower. There's only a small drip coming out of the tap.
Exactly, yes. Yeah, a problem is a vague generalisation. There's only one drip coming out, tells us exactly what's happening.
The lecturer who was teaching us was a nice man, to be fair. A little bit, eh? Just a little bit.
Earth Orbiter 1, good afternoon. To Capcom Krimsk.
Earth Orbiter 1 to Capcom Krimsk will do.
Now, I know the difference between doing something right and doing it right job's worth.
Well, assume this is the mid part of the conversation.
Right, to Capcom Krimsk, it appears to be a puddle that I can see.
Yes, okay, that's fine. It appears to be as a little bit of a waste of words. Just, I can see a puddle or I can see a spillage is fine.
Well, I don't know if it is actually a puddle. It could be something else, couldn't it?
But you've been asked what you can see.
Okay.
So whatever follows that can be assumed it's what you're seeing.
Well, unless I touch it, or actually be an inch away from the puddle, it could have been a stain.
Earth Orbiter 1 to Capcom Krimsk, it appears 2 cosmonauts are drinking.
That's okay.
It's fucking easy.
1, 2, 3.
Earth Orbiter 1 to Capcom Krimsk, I can see 2 astronauts dancing.
Krimsk.
Krimsk.
Don't do crisps in space.
I said Krimsk.
Earth Orbiter 1 to Capcom Krimsk, I can see 2 cosmonauts having a punch-up.
Fine. Okay, now, if there should be any kind of delay, for example, because the satellite signal is being relayed, or because there's any kind of communications problem, then it may be required for you to take a slightly longer pause. So in this case, if there's any kind of delay receiving the answer, assume there's a similar delay, just take a pause of about 3 seconds, count to 3 in your head, and then continue as normal. And it can be useful to use that 3 seconds just to assess what it is that you're seeing. So I'm going to do the same exercise again. I've got some more cards here. These are on the more surprising end. Okay?
Earth Orbiter 1 to Capcom Krimsk, I can see a monkey.
Anything else?
With a hat on.
What kind of hat?
A Russian hat.
I think it's meant to be a fez.
Oh.
Okay, but yeah, you don't know what details are significant or what details are not, so say everything that you can see. Anything else about this monkey?
It's got very big ears and a long tail.
Anything else that a monkey wouldn't normally have?
It's wearing a waist jacket.
Yes, a waistcoat. So again.
Okay. Earth Orbiter 1 to Capcom Crimps, I can see a monkey wearing a fez and a waist jacket.
Thank you. Crimps.
Crimps.
Earth Orbiter 1 to Capcom Crimps, I can see a monkey bashing up the flight deck and a Bruce Lee with a gun in his hand.
Are we sure it's Bruce Lee?
Or somebody with no top on and a thing tied around his head.
That would do. It is intended, this is probably just poor draftsmanship, it's intended to be Rambo.
Earth Orbiter 1 to Capcom Crinks. I can see a man wearing a suit jacket with both of his hands with the thumb up sign.
Do you recognise him? Yeah, this could be poor draftsmanship. Anyone know who it's meant to be?
Who?
I think it's meant to be the Fonz. From Happy Days.
Oh, okay.
It was a good description.
Thanks.
It didn't look nothing like Fonz, the Fonz. It didn't look nothing at all. It looked more like my dad in a leather coat.
Earth Orbiter 1 to Capcom Crimps. I can see a lecturer holding up a sign which says, "Do not say anything."
Good. That was quite a long pause. I'm not sure whether that flummoxed you, but that's the correct response.
I counted to 3.
Good. And finally...
Earth Orbiter 1 to Capcom Crimps. I can see Rambo and the Fonz doing a high five.
Perfect. OK, thank you very much. Here endeth the lesson. It was nice to see you all. I don't know if I'm going to see you again, but thank you and good luck.
We're only 3-4 days from launch, and that was the first sign of how serious it might get. So that was a bit of a kick up the ass, which I think we needed.
Earth Orbital 1 to Capcom Crimsk. I see a naked man running. He's just wearing a pair of brogues and he's got a big moustache. Oh my God, it's the mission commander. Well, he's been under a lot of stress. Good Lord. OK, time for another break. And when we come back, sorry, got to be quiet because they're in the barracks just there. When we come back, tempers become frayed in an instant that will always be remembered as, and I'm sorry if this sounds puerile, Penisgate. Yeah.
I can't believe you've done that. What's she done?
I'm telling you now, it's not my cop.